cybersecurity training will help protect sensitive data, avoid financial loss, will definitely help with compliance and regulations. I'm going to talk about that also in a few moments. And it's going to reduce human error, enhance company reputation, promote a security-first culture, stay ahead of threats, and empower employees. We're going to break down each one of those, and let's start by doing that. If we educate our employees, it is way less likely that they're going to fall for a phishing scam or other attacks. The problem that we see and the numbers that we see out there, what we hear is that between 80 and 90% of cyber attacks are triggered by a person clicking on the wrong thing or opening the wrong attachment. So it's a human error in most cases. Protecting the cyber security side of the business, or basically protecting the sensitive data, will help if you guys educate your employees and of course yourselves. Avoiding financial loss, you can pretty much imagine the numbers out there are all over the place. Most companies do report cyber attacks if they are obligated to do that. But most small businesses who are not obligated to do that will never admit that they went through a cyber attack. So the real numbers of loss and theft and financial damages that are part of it are not really out there, but the numbers are in the billions in the last few years, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. Staying in compliance with your regulations depends on the industry that you're in. Obviously, SEC, PCI, if you're an attorney, so your American Bar Association, ethical ruling, etc. You want to make sure that you understand what your industry compliance and regulations are, and you want to stay on top of that as well. One of the main things to do it is by training your employees and prevent human error. Talking about human error, we're going to be trying to prevent the mistakes that lead to those breaches. Educating your team and yourself of what the latest threats are will drastically help reduce those errors. The company reputation also goes to garbage usually when there's a big cyber attack. I can name quite a few companies that either went out of business or lost a huge chunk of their business. One of them, for example, is LastPass. LastPass was one of the most popular password managers out there. And in 1 year, I believe they had 3 breaches, and so many people lost confidence in them and moved on to other competitors. So reputation is a huge thing when it comes to cyber attacks, and you can prevent reputation issues and even enhance it by explaining to your clients or your auditors, but mostly your clients, what you do to secure that client's data. What do you do to participate in the prevention of it as a company? Promote the security first culture. Having a culture around cybersecurity or security in general, super important, and just another way to protect the business, and of course staying ahead of threats. With the help of AI, hackers and the bad actors are causing a lot more damage than before. It is much easier for a hacker to create fake websites or create very realistic emails to be sent as phishing emails. So staying ahead of those threats and understanding what the latest threats are, how those hackers are trying to get into our data these days, what news they use from TV or from online channels, and how they use social media for social engineering. It is much easier for hackers to attack us these days. So staying ahead of those threats is very important as well. Empower your employees basically to gain the knowledge. It is very important that employees understand also that their personal information is also at risk if they don't understand what the threats are these days. It's not just about the company information. It's of course also about what it is that they are risking on their own personal life. Their parents, their elderly parents, for example, getting fake phone calls from the Social Security Administration or fake emails from the alarm company or from Cox or CenturyLink or whoever. If you don't educate yourself, you cannot pass on that knowledge.